We've all been there, covering up for how we really feel for fear of rejection or disapproval or disappointment. Well, our Keeping It Real guru, Vasavi Kumar, is back with ways you can be real with yourself and with others and still be respectful. Now, Vasavi, you say there are two types of communication, but neither of them are authentic. So what are those? So
there are actually three types.
Three types.
But the two types that don't work are the indirect way, right? So that's you know, when you're trying to just kind of sweep it under the rug, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but deep down you're kind of seething with rage. You don't actually want to say how you feel, so you just kind of sweep it under the rug. That's the indirect way. Then you have the direct way where you're just like, I'm going to be bold, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to tell you how I feel. So there is an element of keeping it realism to it, but there's no heart. You're not really honoring the dignity of the other person, and so all you're left with is, you know, you're bold and honest, but the other person doesn't feel good. And then the third way is the keeping it real way. The keeping it real way is very special because you're honoring yourself, what's important to you, your feelings, but you're also honoring the other person. So I have an example. We want to do some role play?
Role play, let's do it.
Okay, so do you have a friend in your life that always shows up late?
Oh my gosh, yes. My friend Mithra, always late. You know who you
I love Mithra. It's okay. So you're going to be Mithra.
Okay.
I'm going to be you.
Okay.
So pretend we are going to lunch and you show up late.
All right.
So say you're sorry.
Sorry I'm late, Vasavi, for the 100th time.
Okay, so I'm going to be indirect now and say, oh, it's okay, Mithra. It's totally fine. Don't worry. Even though inside I'm like,
furious.
Why are you late? So we're going to try it again, the direct way. So say you're sorry again.
Oops, sorry I'm late, Vasavi, my bad.
I can't take it anymore, Mithra. I don't want to hang out with you anymore. If you're always going to show up late, what the heck is going on?
That is direct.
That is very direct. And how do you feel when I say that to you?
Like I'm being attacked.
Because I am attacking you, so exactly.
Okay, so the first one, really passive-aggressive, indirect, passive-aggressive. The direct way, just aggressive.
Totally aggressive.
Okay, and then the third one, okay, let's do it again. So, Vas, sorry I'm late.
So, Mithra, I want to share how I feel with you, okay? So, I love hanging out with you. Oftentimes, when you show up late, I feel like you don't value my time. And I want to continue hanging out with you, and I know you keep showing up late, so how can I support you in showing up on time?
Oh, see, you got to the point there, but you were also pleasant about it, and you let them know how you felt, and that's good.
Well, so here's the thing.
It's authentic.
It's authentic because I'm sharing how I feel. I feel like every time you show up late that my time is not important, and I feel like I'm not important, like you don't care, and these are all my feelings, obviously. None of it's actually real or true, but this is the experience for me every time you show up late. So I'm sharing how I feel. I'm also honoring our relationship by saying, listen, I want to continue hanging out with you. I love you. I want to hang out with you. And the third thing that you're doing, that I'm doing, is asking you, what kind of support do you need? So how did you feel when I asked you? You know, what kind of support do you need to show up on time?
You were asking, you were getting solutions. You were, even though it's a problem, you were saying, here's how I can help, or what can I do to make you be on time. Now, if you were a betting woman, what are the percentages of people who communicate directly, indirectly? I mean, do most people, they seethe and rage, but they always go, oh, it's okay, I'm fine, you're fine?
I really think it's a 50-50 thing. I think a lot of people sweep it under the rug because they're afraid to actually express how they feel, and they don't know how. They don't know how to communicate authentically, really what's going on for them. So they just get afraid that the other person's going to take it personally, so they sweep it under the rug. That's 50% of the population, just in my opinion. Then you have direct people who are just, they lack that emotional intelligence. Oh, if I say this way, it might land for you in this way. So I think we have a balance of indirect and direct, and honestly, I feel like communication relationships would be better if we just learned how to honor ourselves and honor the dignity of the human spirit of another.
I could not have said it any better myself. Vasavi Kumar, keeping it real. Once again. All right.
Thank you.
Let's toss it over to Michelle. She's got some beautiful body.